You might be struggling. Should you get the R3 or the 3? It's such a tough question, to be honest. So good morning, everyone. Today, this is what we're gonna be talking about. Let's get started. It has arrived! Alright, I got it back, finally! Woo! Super excited! Everyone, welcome to a new episode. If you're new here to this channel, welcome! I hope you're having an amazing day today. Yeah, I think we're a lot more people than last time I checked. So, that's really cool. In case you don't know what I got back, I absolutely got nothing back. No, I'm kidding. I just got my A7R3 back, and in the meantime, I actually had a loaner, a A7 which meant I could experience the difference between those two cameras. For the past year, I've had the A7R3. So today I want to share with you basically the three biggest differences I felt between the two cameras. So A7 III versus A7R3. Now you might be in the buying process, you might be wondering, should I get the A7R3 or should I get the A7 III I'm filming with right now? Well, I hope this video will help you. I'm gonna keep it super short for you. If you want to check the prices and my gear, the links are in the description below, because by the time we speak, the prices might have changed. When I did this video, the price difference between the A7R3 and A7 III was $1,200. So let's start with number 3, my third biggest difference. The third biggest difference that I noticed was clearly the number of megapixels I have between those two cameras. As you guys know, I'm a travel photographer, and as such, I hate carrying too much gear. I just like having the minimalist amount of gear possible and then use function in the camera to compensate for it. So for example, I'm a big user of that crop sensor mode on that camera. So when I have a 24mm, I can turn it into a 35mm instantly, just like that. It's called APS-C 35 Super 35 mode on those cameras, and there is a big difference when you have 42 megapixel like you have on the A7R3. Well, the good thing is that when you're in crop mode, you end up with 18 megapixels. You know, there is a crop factor of 1.5. 24mm ends up being around 35mm, and then I shoot 18 megapixel photos. On the A7 III, when you turn on the crop mode, you only get 10 megapixel, which gets really fair, to be honest. If you're trying to recrop after, nah, forget about it. 18 megapixel can totally work with that. So that's really one of the biggest difference I noticed, because I crop a lot in images afterwards. I just love it. I love reframing. I love creating new photos from several photos. You can check out the special video I did on should you crop your images or not. I think that was a really good one. So that's it. 42 versus 24 megapixel, totally noticed it. Now, number two, the biggest difference that I noticed was clearly that the A7 III is freaking fast. It was fast shooting, it was fast buffering. I was kind of really surprised. I mean, it's self-explanatory because 42 megapixel takes more time to buffer and raw and save on that camera. And on the A7 III, you only have 24 megapixels, so it's faster. But also, it felt like it was a little bit faster to shoot with. And last, the autofocus was beautiful on the A7 III. It's great on the A7R3. I've never had anything to complain about it, to be honest. But the A7 III somehow felt slightly superior, like slightly. I shot in smoke yesterday night, and it was a huge mess, and I was surprised it actually got the focus correctly quite a few times. So that is something that is a great point for the A7 III. If you're considering and then you're shooting action, that might be the camera you're going to go for. Now, what is my last point? What is my number one? The number one is simply low light. Low light is crucial if you're shooting inside or if you're shooting at night. This is something you want to pay attention to. The A7R3 has a good ISO range, and no one can say it's bad. It's actually very, very good. It's amazing. It's beautiful. But the A7 III feels like an A7S II. The standard ISO range goes all the way to 51,600 on that A7 III, and that is crazy. So I shot at ISO 12,800 yesterday, and it looked absolutely magical. I've been really blown away. The A7R3 can shoot at the 12,800, no problem, but it doesn't look as good. And the videos were absolutely not grainy, even in slow motion, 120 frames per second, ISO 8000. looks super nice. I've shot that many times over the year in low light. It looks good, but I can't go all that way to 12,800 without having noise and grain. So it's I've been blown away by the A7 III. I said I would keep it short. If you're wondering if you should buy one or the other, I think the question comes down to, do you have enough lenses to cover the range you want to shoot? If yes, well, get a A7 III in my opinion, because you won't need that extra megapixels. Now, if you really need those extra megapixels and you really love cropping like I do, the A7R3 is gonna be great. But if I'm very honest with you guys, I've asked myself a few times lately if I shouldn't sell the R3 and just buy a A7 III. Just like my friend Sydney did, you might know his channel, he did that, he switched, got a A6500 and a A7 III instead of A7R3. So it's something to consider, to be honest. There is a big difference that you could reinvest in lenses or other gear, and I think for most of us it would make more sense to get the A7 III versus the R3. If you're a landscape photographer, you have to crop and you need a lot more definition and maybe crisper, but I mean the difference most people won't notice. Maybe because you don't want the low pass filter and no more and all that, and you're really interested in that, you might go for an R3. Otherwise, save your money, get an A7 III and get those banger shots, because in low light it's absolutely amazing. Wait, okay, don't go yet. If you don't know what to do with that $1,000 and you want to take amazing shots, please use that difference between those two cameras to travel. If you tell me that you can't travel, you don't have the money, but you bought a A7R3, no, don't complain. Please get a A7 III and use that $1,000 to get a cheap ticket anywhere, a cool place, a cool location, sleep in your car, do whatever you want, but get those banger shots. Those 42 megapixels are not gonna help you if you are stuck at home and can't shoot. So yeah, I just thought about it. I really wanted to share. All right, I hope this has been helpful if you've been wondering between those two cameras. Now, I told you it would be quick. I don't do really gear review videos normally. I prefer to be out there shooting. So with that being said, if you don't know me, I'm Pierre, I'm a travel adventure photographer. You can follow me right here. You can follow all the adventures I'm sharing, on location shoots, how I shoot, how I edit, all that on this channel. So if you like adventure, if you like travel, this is for you. So hit the SURB button, ring that notification bell. It's gonna make a huge dong, it's gonna be amazing, and I will see you in the next episode. All right, get out there, go shoot, try something different, try something new. That's it, bye.